Transformers Revenge of the Fallen is directed by Michael Bay and stars Shia LaBeouf, Megan Fox, Josh Duhamel, and Tyrese Gibson. And this movie is the sequel to the first Transformers movie released in 2007. And this movie is set a few years after the events of the first Transformers, in which the Autobots are working with Nest, and they learn about an ancient Transformer known as the Fallen, and they must figure out what is going on. Now let me say this, I really enjoyed the first Transformers movie. I think it's a very fun film, and as I said in my review, I like all these movies. And, okay, let me say this, I know Revenge of the Fallen gets, like, an awful lot of hate. I'm talking, people bash this movie to a pulp. People call it one of the worst films ever made. I'm talking, people like, some people even call it the worst movie of 2009. Let me say this right off the bat. This is not a great movie, okay? This isn't a great movie, but I don't think it's as bad as people make out. As I said, there are flaws, and we'll get to those first. Okay, I'm sure as most of you know, during the filming, there was a writer's strike, and Michael Bay and the writers didn't have enough time to work on the script. And I'll be honest, yes, some of the writing isn't as, some of the writing is kind of weak. And, there are stuff in it that doesn't make sense in this movie that could have been explained much, much better. Like, I mean, everyone's seen this movie by now, so, like, a good example, like, the whole Ryan's belt thing at the tour, when, you know what I'm talking about. There's some other stuff, like, in it, like, some of the dumb humor, there's a lot more of it in this film, and yes, some of it is very awkward. I will be honest about that. Some of the humor is pretty stupid in this movie, and yes, it is pretty awkward. And as for the characters, as I said, Shia LaBeouf is good in these movies. As I said, his character, or his performance, is nothing amazing. But he's not bad in these movies at all. Megan Fox is, again, she's okay. The actor who plays Leo, Sam's roommate, I know a lot of people found him really annoying. I didn't mind him so much. I thought he was okay. Josh Duhamel and Tyrese Gibson are good, but they're not in it very much. But yeah, those are my only flaws. Let's get into what I like. Obviously, the special effects are incredible in this movie. The special effects look just as good as they do in the first one. The action scenes are great. There's one thing I think even people who hate this movie will agree on. The forest battle scene in this movie is absolutely incredible. The forest battle, I'm just going to say it, the forest battle is like one of the best scenes in the entire Transformers saga. It is so well done, so well entertaining, with good tension in the mix. And yeah, the forest battle scene is amazing, and there are some great action scenes in this movie. And yeah, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen is a fun movie like the first one. It's not as good as the first one. Some of the dumb humor is kind of awkward, and there's some stuff that doesn't make sense. But I still enjoy this movie, and I'm going to give Transformers Revenge of the Fallen a B.